2, 1, ignition and liftoff.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
When astronauts walk on the surface of Mars in the not-too-distant future, they will be able to stand up thanks to research at the University of Canberra. The university is working with NASA to examine proprioception and how time and space can affect it.
So proprioception is one of our senses. We use it every day without really realising. It's our ability to sense where our joints and limbs are. An example would be if you're wearing glasses. You take your glasses off, close your eyes, put one hand out this way. With your other hand, you can bring the glasses to the other hand without even thinking about it, and you'll reach the other hand accurately. No problems. And that's what proprioception is. Without it, we wouldn't be able to play sport, we wouldn't be able to catch a ball or run, walk, anything really.
Astronauts can suffer a variety of health issues after spending time away from the Earth in microgravity, and losing their sense of proprioception can make common tasks like standing and walking challenging.
We know that there's a lot of degeneration in different body functions. You've seen when people get out of spacecraft that they're very weak, that's a loss of muscle, but as well as that they actually lose what we call proprioceptive function as well. So obviously to allow astronauts to get out of a spacecraft after a long stay spaceflight and say walk around on Mars and do the scientific experiments they're expected to do, they need to be able to function safely and quickly. So what we're looking at here is doing some of the baseline experiments to inform the development of interventions to allow them to undertake some sort of preventative training whilst they're actually travelling in space.
The team are working on methods to measure proprioception through testing a person's ability to perceive slight changes in movement, particularly in their lower limbs.
Run through basically 3 tests looking at ankle, hand and vision proprioception. We're really zoning in on the ankle proprioception side of things, so we also put 3 EMG electrodes on the calf muscle just to measure muscle activity. It's basically a platform in which the participant stands on and they tilt their ankle down and back up in a series of different movements. We repeat the test upright and then again lying down just to see if there's a difference between the two.
The Space Agency has already installed equipment developed at the university at the Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas, where astronauts are trained.
It's terribly exciting, and as an individual who was able to sit and watch the moon landing on black and white TV, to think that you'd actually be involved in such an exciting scientific endeavour, and it's a terrific honour and privilege to participate. It's also a great showcase, I think, for Canberra and the university's relationship with the Australian Institute of Sport. We've got very strong developments of the background research that we've undertaken over a number of years to where we've got to here.
Vanessa Lamb, University of Canberra.